Formula One has always been the pinnacle of motorsport. It's about speed, innovation, and glory, but also danger. Behind every thrilling overtake and championship battle lies a darker side of the sport. Crashes that can end careers and sometimes even lives. Today we'll revisit the worst crash of every F1 season from 1995 to 2010. 16 years of chaos, drama, and moments that shook fans, teams, and drivers alike. Let's start. Number 1. 1995. Monza Madness. The mid-1990s were a turbulent time for Formula One. After the devastating tragedies of 1994, the sport was under enormous pressure to improve safety. But in 1995, at Monza, David Coulthard's Williams suffered a failure. The sight of a car smashing into barriers at such high speed, scattering debris across the iconic Italian track. It was a reminder that even one mechanical fault could turn into a nightmare in the blink of an eye. Though Coulthard emerged unharmed, the wreck left engineers and fans shaken. Number 2. 1996. Australia, Villeneuve's debut shock. In 1996, the season opener in Melbourne delivered one of the most memorable crashes in F1 history. On the very first lap, Martin Brundle's Jordan launched into the air before sliding across the track. The scene looked horrifying. Still, Brundle walked away, dusted himself off, and even lined up again for the restart. That moment became legendary. It proves the strength of F1's evolving safety measures. Number 3. 1997. Canada, Wall of Champions claiming victims. In 1997, Canada's infamous Wall of Champions claimed its first high-profile victim. Jacques Villeneuve slammed into the wall at high speed. Although he wasn't seriously hurt, the accident was a brutal reminder that Montreal's street circuit could be unforgiving. That crash was only the beginning of the wall's reputation, as it would go on to take out multiple champions over the years, becoming one of the most notorious corners in Formula One. Number 4. 1998. Spa, the monster pileup. In 1998, Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps created a sheer chaos. In torrential rain, David Coulthard lost control on the first lap, setting off one of the biggest pileups in the history of the sport. 13 cars were destroyed. Watching the footage even today feels surreal. Miraculously, nobody was badly injured, but the crash remains one of the darkest spectacles of the modern F1 era. Number 5. 1999. Michael Schumacher, Silverstone. By 1999, disaster struck at Silverstone, where Michael Schumacher, already a two-time world champion, suffered a brake failure going into Stowe Corner. His Ferrari plowed straight into the barriers at frightening speed, leaving him with a broken leg. The crash sidelined him for much of the season, changing the championship fight and showing that even the best could be undone in seconds. Number 6. 2000. Monza's dark day. The turn of the millennium brought another tragedy at Monza in 2000. A pileup in the early stages of the Italian Grand Prix sent debris flying into the crowd and killed track marshal Paolo Gislimberti. This was a reminder that marshals and spectators were also exposed to danger. Number 7. 2001. Australia, Ralf Schumacher and Villeneuve. In 2001, the season opener in Melbourne once again proved how unpredictable F1 could be. Ralf Schumacher's Williams launched over the back of Jacques Villeneuve's bar at more than 300 kilometers per hour. The crash was violent and a marshal was killed when struck by a wheel. The incident was devastating and forced the sport to make further changes in wheel tethering and circuit safety to reduce the risk of similar outcomes. Number 8. 2002. Australia. Again, chaos returns. The Australian Grand Prix seemed cursed as the 2002 season opener delivered another massive first-lap crash. Multiple cars were eliminated after a chain reaction on the start, with Ralf Schumacher again caught in the middle. Although no lives were lost this time, the image of shattered cars littering the circuit underlined just how volatile the early laps of any race could be. Number 9. 2003. Brazil, chaos in the wet. In 2003, it was Brazil's turn to provide chaos. Interlagos was hit by torrential rain, turning the circuit into a skating rink. Cars aquaplaned off at turn 3 one after another, and the race spiraled into confusion. The scariest moment came when Fernando Alonso plowed into debris at high speed, suffering a concussion. The race was red-flagged, cementing it as one of the most chaotic afternoons in F1 history. Number 10. 2004, Monaco, Montoya, and Schumacher's clash. By 2004, even the glamour of Monaco couldn't prevent disaster. During a safety car period in the tunnel, Michael Schumacher and Juan Pablo Montoya collided in a bizarre and dangerous crash. In such a narrow, high-speed section, the thought of two cars tangling was chilling. And while Schumacher was unharmed, it served as a reminder that even the safest moments of a race, like a caution period, could turn deadly in a heartbeat. Number 11. 2006, Australia, Schumacher's big shunt. In 2006, Michael Schumacher's career nearly took another frightening turn. During qualifying in Melbourne, he lost control and slammed into the barriers at high speed. His Ferrari was reduced to wreckage, though he escaped without injury. Fans were reminded once again that even legends could not defy the limits of physics when a car went wrong. Number 12. 2007, Nürburgring's rain chaos. The 2007 European Grand Prix at the Nürburgring produced one of the most bizarre mass incidents of the decade. A sudden rain shower left drivers helpless as they slid off at turn 1. Cars went skating into the gravel traps one after another, including Lewis Hamilton, who had to be craned back onto the track. Somehow, nobody was seriously injured. Number 13. 2008, Monza, rain strikes again. In 2008, Monza's rain struck again. While Sebastian Vettel's maiden victory stole the headlines, behind him many drivers were spinning out violently in treacherous conditions. Monza's high speeds and slick surface combined with the downpour created a lottery of survival, and the crashes highlighted how quickly fortunes could change on a wet day in Italy. Number 14. 2009. Hungary, Massa's horror accident. The 2009 Hungarian Grand Prix brought one of the most terrifying moments of the modern era. Felipe Massa was struck in the helmet by a loose suspension spring from Rubens Barrichello's car, knocking him unconscious at over 250 kilometers per hour. Massa survived, but suffered a fractured skull and never fully returned to his peak form. That accident ultimately led to the development of the Halo cockpit device. Between 1995 and 2010, Formula One saw incredible progress, but each of these crashes told a story of risk, of lessons learned, and of survival. Some crashes ended seasons, some ended lives, and others changed the way the sport approached safety forever. Yet through all of it, Formula One endured, constantly evolving to protect its drivers and fans while still pushing the limits of speed. These crashes may be worst, but they also paved the way for the safer sport we know today.